All right, KTC, here we go. Another week. Happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful week last week. A good training week, hopefully. Great weekend. Let's move on to another week. So what do we have coming up? I'm going to talk about in a second. Before I get to that, a couple quick announcements, 5 to be exact. First of all, if you're looking for an early season triathlon event, we just got a little invite from the Kamloops Triathlon Club to come down and do their indoor triathlon mixed relay event, which looks like a ton of fun. I know some of you have done this before in the past. Hopefully, they are continuing to improve upon it with bringing in some maybe some direct drive trainers to make the bike a little bit more accurate, but we'll have to see. So it is a mixed relay, like I said, 2 guys, 2 gals, 300 meter swim, 6.6 kilometer bike, and 1.6 kilometer run times 4. So you do it in a relay style. Everyone does that whole thing, and then the next person on your team does the whole thing, and obviously the first person or the first team to finish are champions. So that is going on January 15th. If that interests you, I encourage you, talk amongst each other. Try to put a team together. If you don't know each other well enough or you're brand new to the club and you're interested in doing this event, shoot me an email and I'll help facilitate some team creation. Hopefully that works. And like I said, could be a fun little event on January 15th in Kamloops. So, next is swim videos. If you haven't got your swim video yet, email me because I sent them all. Check your junk box, but put them all into personal emails, so you should have them. Download them. I'm going to be deleting them this week unless you have specifically reached out to me and said, please hold on and don't download or delete it yet. I won't. So, make sure you get on that. Saturdays, we are going to go earlier. Yay! No, it's an option to go earlier. I want to start extending our swimming out to the full hour and a half. I believe you're ready for that type of volume. So if you want to continue on doing the activation and some Dryland work on deck, bonus time, we will start at 6:30 for that. So if you can show up around 6:25, hopefully we can gain access, banging on the doors. But we will start Dryland or activation Dryland around 6:30, run that for about 20-25 minutes, and then get ready to jump in the pool for 7 a.m. If you sleep in, I was going to say if you don't want to do activation in Dryland, but I can't see why you wouldn't. It's so good for you. If you happen to sleep in, turn up around 5-10 before 7, and we'll let you in. And hopefully you can get everything organized and ready to jump in for 7 o'clock as well. So that will be a change on Saturday. So you're welcome, bonus time. Holiday training schedule. I've been asked a lot about this. Really minimal disruption to our training plan. We're not going to swim on Saturday the 24th. So Christmas Eve morning. Figured most people are doing family stuff anyway. I wasn't going to make you feel guilty. So we're going to take that swim off. Sunday, we're not going to train at all. So enjoy Christmas. Yeah. So no running on the Sunday. And then Boxing Day is a day off usually for us anyway. If you want to work out, go fight for some deals. Other than that, we are going all the way through once we get to January 1st, and we are going to swim on the 31st, so we got a swim on the last day of the year. I thought I'd throw this out there, maybe KTC polar bear dip, if anyone is interested. I know Mark Gilbert will be in the water for sure, but yeah, 3 seconds, I think we can do it. I'll throw that in there and talk a little bit more about that very soon and how we might want to organize that. And if you need to warm up after I threw a run in there, maybe we'll make it more of a little social thing. And yeah, I don't know. We'll do something fun on that day. Or just go home and spend the rest of the day trying to warm up. So that is all the changes for over the holidays. So we're pretty much going straight through. Again, if you're away, no worries. Enjoy your time away. Enjoy your holidays. And hopefully see you back in January where we continue on with our momentum. So last reminder is AGM coming up on December 15th. 15th at Barn Owl. RSVP in the members area of the website. Only need to do that once. So if you want to come to the AGM, put your name down there. 7 p.m. Barn Owl Brewery. And that's December 15th. So looking at what is coming up this week, obviously we're on a recovery day today. In the pool, CTS test set. So we are trying to determine your swim training zones by doing a 400 for time and a 200 for time. The idea is that we figure out pretty much what your VO2 max on the lower end is and VO2 max on the higher end. That's essentially the durations for a 400 and a 200. Figure out what that discrepancy is, and from there we can calculate your steady state swim pace, which is kind of related or similar to your FTP on the bike or threshold run speed or pace on the run. So that's what we're trying to dial in, and we'll be able to more accurately prescribe training zones and paces going forward from there. So that's what you can expect on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, I do have a small conflict, huge conflict with the 11:30 group. My daughter has her Christmas recital, pageant, show, whatever the heck it is, on Tuesday at 12:30. So I will be down to start the workout, but I am going to have to leave after about a half hour to zip back up the hill to make that Christmas concert. Yeah, that's what it is. So this will be ideally done on Tuesday because you're coming off a recovery day, hopefully a little bit more fresh. That being said, I will leave the option for the 11:30s to do it on Thursday. The only thing I don't like about doing the test on Thursday is we have a little bit of training stress that'll be loaded on from Wednesday. So we're also in the scenario where 6 a.m. I am very doubtful that I'm going to be able to get watches or times for everybody just because it's such a large group. So I am thinking about breaking the group into two. So doing one group test set on the Tuesday, one on the Thursday, and probably moving around a couple people in the lanes just to try to get the flow for those test sets as smooth as possible. So this will be a little bit of a figure it out as we go. My plan is to do the faster lanes on the Tuesday at 6 a.m. 7 o'clock, I plan to do the CTS test set on the Tuesday. And for 11:30s, either we'll do the test or you can do the test, set and time yourself and let me know what the time is so I can record it. Or you can swim out a different set, the technique set, and we can make up the test set on the Thursday where I can get a watch on you. So unfortunately, that was a little poor timing, planning on my part. I apologize for that, but I can't miss this Christmas concert because, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. So the strength, we're going to continue building towards muscular strength, so lifting heavier and heavier. Exercises are similar. Modify what you need. So one note on the strength as I open it up, the activation is quite involved. Obviously, a lot of exercises. You don't have to do them all, and you don't have to do them all perfectly. If you move your limbs a little bit, get the blood flowing, just get things loosened up a bit, that's a win. Of course, you can click on the link and watch the video, and hopefully after a few times and a few repetitions, it becomes a little more automatic, or you can remember the steps a little easier. But again, if you just move before you train, that's a win. Everything else in the workout is pretty much the same. We are increasing weight and dropping reps as we go. That's the main difference. We have stretched out some of the work rest, or I'll say work, not rest, but we've stretched out the work intervals a little bit, making it a little bit harder. And same point when you get down to the stretching, you don't have to do all these stretches. You don't have to do them all in this order. If you have a stretching routine or just stretching things that feel tight, great. If you're holding them till you feel the stretch reflex let go, which means you actually have a lengthening of the muscle fibers, you've gotten a quality stretch. And it'd be better to do less stretches, holding for longer, getting an actual stretch, than trying to bomb through all these, only holding for 10, 15 seconds and really not accomplishing anything. So that is my little spiel on the strength. If you're looking at it going, there's just too much to do, simplify it. It's totally fine. Moving on, Wednesday, this is the last rendition of our speed work. We're taking it up to 10 30 on, 30 offs. Really working that foot speed and holding that foot speed through that main set interval. We're going to hit a threshold in the VO2 max. Last week we broke it up. We're going to put it back together again. So see how that goes. And then on the evening cycle, we are hitting a fartlek ride. So overgeared fartlek focus, which means totally random. We'll see how it goes. You're going to test it out on me. On me? No, on you. I'm going to test it out on you. I'm also going to test it out on me because obviously I do these with you, and we'll suffer alongside you. And if it's too hard, we're going to know together. Should be manageable. Again, there are specific work to rest ratios that should allow you to either achieve a set or fail in a set, and you have been set up for successful failure. No success. But it'll be hard. So moving on to Thursday, I already talked about how we're trying to tackle the swimming this week, and I already talked about the strength. So I'm going to skip over to Friday, where we have another fartlek workout. This one is fartlek hills number 2. We're going a little bit longer. I've switched up some of the intervals a little bit. Hopefully provided you a little bit more recovery time. I don't know whether it'll be easier or harder than the first one because it is a little bit longer. But again, the organization, speed, grade has changed. So this will be an interesting one as well. But if you did the first fartlek hill run, you know it'll be a challenge. Zwift event, may or may not jump on Zwift. That one hasn't been a too popular one. But highly recommend if you need an X Factor workout in there where you're going to push hard, feel free. Again, the Wednesday, Fridays tend to be those harder days. But that is a lot for most. So if you just get one workout in, for example, the Wednesday night ride and maybe the Friday run, awesome. You don't have to double up on those days. Or you could even choose to do something easier than what I've put in here. Saturday, we are starting Dryland early, like I've mentioned. So 6:30 start time. So show up a little bit before 6:30. Hopefully we can get in and on deck and get going by 6:30. We'll do our activation. We'll do a little bit of Dryland work. And we're going to focus a little bit more on speed this week. We're going to change up the format of it. It'll be a little more fun, a little bit more social. So that will be Saturday. Then, of course, if you want to ride after, run on Sunday. Had a nice little diverse group. Unfortunately, only one person at each pace kind of showing up. So it would be wonderful for more people if you're looking for a long run, right from quite a comfortably slow pace. I think probably around 6:30, 7-minute Ks, somewhere in that range, all the way up to sub 5-minute Ks. So, and everywhere in between. Love for you to join us. So that is what is coming up this week. Again, to get the most out of training, you have to be consistent. To be consistent, you have to listen to your body. To listen to your body, you may need to be flexible in this plan, which means if you show up to a workout and you are not feeling it, or you show up to a workout and you're feeling really good, that may dictate what you do on any given day. So you are welcome to move things around, drag, drop, whatever you need to do to, again, train with good quality when you're feeling good and recover when you're not feeling so good. Just remember, generally we always don't feel the greatest, so use the warm-up to really gauge that. You never know until you get going. Sometimes things just come together and you do feel good that day once you get moving. So after any warm-up, if you're still like, no, not feeling it, then I would highly recommend default to listening to your body. scrap the workout or go a little easier, modify it however you need. But again, consistency is key, and to do that, you need to listen to the body and load on the appropriate stress that your body can handle so you don't end up injured or burnt out. That's it. So hopefully you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the pool or on the bike or on the treadmill somewhere soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.